Hello, my friends. My name's Timothy Nelson, Artistic Director of InSeries, a company that's 39 years old this year, almost 40. Some would say we're cruising for a midlife crisis, almost over the hill. Well, I don't see crisis in the future of InSeries, but I do think it's an excellent opportunity for us to reflect on our life as an organization. One of the longest held traditions at InSeries is the celebration of the birthday of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Music by Mozart is in the DNA of this company, from our very first productions to this year's Black Flute, the final project of the season that also paves a way to hybrid live virtual performance. It isn't just the music, though, of Mozart that's part of what binds us to his legacy. It's also the values that his works espouse and inspire. Tolerance, equality, forgiveness, grace, and, however flawed, the deepest expression of humanity. We weren't going to let a global pandemic stop us from having a party to celebrate all that. So grab some cake, some ice cream, maybe a funny hat, and enjoy this little gift of Mozart that your InSeries has prepared. That was, of course, our take on the overture of Mozart's final opera, The Magic Flute, which we'll be reimagining this June at the Anacostia Playhouse through a generous grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and another from MAP Fund of the Rockefeller Foundation. In-Series' relationship with Mozart has been mostly through his operas, but Mozart's expression of human folly or fear or failure, and more often effusive joy, is in all of his music, whether storied or instrumental or even religious, like here in the Laudamus Te from his Mass in C minor. The text is Laudamus Te, Benedicimus Te, Adoramus Te, Glorificamus Te. We praise you, we bless you, we adore you, we glorify you. We know the Magic Flute very well now. For many of us, myself included, it was the first opera we experienced. I often like as a practice, however, to imagine how first audiences would have experienced watching an opera. In the case of the Magic Flute, which is based on a popular story of the day, a good fairy queen, whose daughter's been taken from her, enlists the help of a young prince to rescue her. It's that simple. The Queen of the Night would not have been revealed as something other than that until the finale of Act 1. And in her opening aria sung here, the audience would have had the same experience of the opera as the hapless prince, a desperate parent in search of a lost child, whose ferocious music only hints at something other. As Mozart matured, his representation of religious ecstasy became indistinguishable from his portrayal of human transfiguration. Near the very end of his life, he wrote the choral motet Ave Verum Corpus, whose musical motifs and gestural shapes he took directly from the sublime moment of his final collaboration with Lorenzo da Ponte, Così fan tutte. One of the things I love most about Mozart is how he will take an operatic moment and a text that for any other composer would have been written for laughs and transforms it into the moment of deepest emotional truth in an opera. One has only to think of Devieni, either Devieni, Don Giovanni, Under the Window Wooing, or Susanna in the Garden in Disguise. Moments of exaggerated folly, and yet Mozart decides, because text lies but music is always honest, that these are moments to reveal his character's deepest inner authenticity. The same is true of this trio from the first act of Così fan tutte, O Soave il Vento, whose text perhaps all of us need to hear today. May the wind become gentle, may the waves become calm, may all the elements finally succumb to our hopes for tomorrow. Friends, Mozart always did things a little differently, as do we at your In-Series. So I don't think he'd be thrown off in the least by this slightly unusual birthday bash this year. I'm so grateful to the artists who made it possible, Kristin, Elizabeth, Alex, and of course our pianist and music director, Emily Baltzer, who I cheekily asked to end today's festivities with a rendition of Happy Birthday as Woofy himself might have imagined it.